is a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Come on now, let's go! On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Like ball, like ball. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This is Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Again, it's Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bills 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give coming right is Breida. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, If you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run. Here's Harris. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's it, baby.
Give him 32 on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaepernick. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next score, Steelers 14, Bills 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jump. Let's keep those sticks moving.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, unbelievably better, folks, than 80 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Simply incredible. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Touchdown! Najee Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, they scared. They're scared. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
To the air, Allen. Dancing to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He made that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be out right at the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the second round and Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year. Among rookies, only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had more. A strong catch there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Diggs has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Being chased out left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all as that was a rocket.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick out to his left. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bills 45, Steelers 35.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Buffalo, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.